keys there. Okay.
All right.
So this.
So
this guy.
with this, let's first do. Let's just get this wheel out of the way. So to do that, you see the lock mechanism right here. Pull that back,
Oh, okay.
and then you can walk behind it. Okay. So I would suggest doing that until you get comfortable with it. And also, even when it's with the wheel, there's going to be times you have to get off of it because your weight coming down a hill, if it's wet, will start to too much for you. So you have to stop doing that. So what I do here is I bring it out, I cut like this to about the break in that hill right there, coming across here, and then I start doing my different angles.
Okay.
And so what I try to do is cut different direction every time. So I would go this way one time, that way one time, up and down one time, and every fourth time I just do what I call as a box, like a square. Just do the perimeter, do the perimeter. So when I do this, my last cut, I go up the fence line with the perimeter, come around, perimeter, do all the perimeter. That way you have time to turn it around. So always do your perimeter first, and then start working on your main part of your hill. All right, so starting this is very simple. Off position, right there. Choke it up. Got to be in neutral. What am I doing here? So when this thing is in a locked position like this right here, it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
See, so it's locked like this. That's unlocked.
How did you do that?
So
Okay.
you pull it back, that. Now it's locked. That's when so you don't have to cut the mower off all the time.
Okay.
You can put it in lock position, okay? But you got to have it neutral. If you have it in gear, you'll stall it out.
Okay.
All right? You take your hands off of this, you'll stall it out.
If it's not neutral.
If it's not, no. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, if it's not neutral, correct. So if you're like this, okay, so you're messing around with these, okay, now, so at this position right here, you can put this thing in gear, and obviously you can't do it when it's not running, but you can put it in gear, and you flip that off, and you let go of these, start letting these babies going, okay? So, now don't make the mistake I did of like, you can't outmuscle this thing. I thought I could, I can't, okay? So you do, it kills it right there. If this brake is on, you have to have it in neutral. You can't have the PTO on or it'll stall. This is what starts the blades. So, only time I actually use that is like when I go to open that gate to go mow the other side. Okay, for years I didn't mow the other side of that field.
Okay.
That's the other guy's property.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what happened was, the guy that was cutting the field, the farmer, he was getting awful close to my gate, fence, and plus, that side was growing up, my side was being maintained. I said, man, it looks like crap. It makes me look like my side's bad.
Okay.
So I just took it upon myself to do it.
Okay.
And then I saw him out there and I asked him, he goes, I'm so glad you did that. He goes, I was worried about hitting your fence.
Okay.
So from that, I can't tell from this angle. Wherever it starts to break, it's probably where that field is the house over there. There's 10 acres over here
Okay.
that go like this around that house up there. He only has 5 acres.
Okay.
And most of his 5 acres are on that, where all that overgrowth stuff is.
Okay.
And then his other 5 acres, he has 5 acres. The other part of his land's just on the other side of his house. So that's 10 acres. And Myers at one time was entertaining selling. And he can only, because it can't be built on.
Yeah.
If there's no water, he can only sell it to his neighbor. He can only sell it to someone's land that's attached to it. So that's nice. But when I first came out here, I'm gonna have horses. My cousin has a horse farmer. I'll give you horses.
Right.
So hell, I'll build a barn right there, and that'll
Right.
be. Oh, I had all these illusions. just like when I started my pool business, I'm taking over the world, and I'm like, damn, I can barely get my yard done in this.
Yeah,
Let
I'm
me
tired.
back it down a little bit. So. All right, so let's get this thing out of here. So let's do this. Gotta lock it in there. Go ahead and start it.
All right, you want to do it, Mom?
Who's
Yeah.
gonna do the
Go,
mowing?
do it.
Sure.
Come on, you gotta do it.
All right.
Nancy will do mowing.
Okay. So
This
I
has
need
to
to
be
be
in.
down. Okay.
You don't necessarily have to have this in. You just
Okay.
have to have this in to get it started.
Okay. And then I am pulling this guy up,
Mhm.
and I'm just